Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bodyguard Smith & Wesson 2.0 1-month review. I've been carrying this guy for a full month already, every day carrying it actually. So let me just give you guys my thoughts of the first month of use and carrying this guy daily. First, let's make sure the gun is cleared. As you can see, we are cleared and YouTube compliant. So my initial impressions when I first opened this box was that I loved the gun. I felt it was the perfect gun, and I also felt like this is going to be the best gun of 2022. And my thoughts have not changed. For the most part, I still love this gun. I really do have zero complaints. Like I said, I've been rocking this guy every day carrying appendix, and it's been great for just that. Let's give you guys an overall overview of the gun itself. You have, right now I got the extended mag, is a 12+1, giving you a 12+1 380 caliber. Great grip, great size. As you can see, you could get a full grip on this tiny little gun. What I love about the gun is the grip. You got grip texture all over the gun itself. As you can see, we have it behind the grip. In the middle, we have a more subtle but still textured. In the front, we have a little more aggressive. You even have some texture on the extended mag itself. You have little memory pads here where you could rest your thumb. You have some even on the takedown lever, which is great. That's the kind of things you don't ask for and you don't know you need until you have it. Then you actually do appreciate it and enjoy it. You have great texture and a nice protruding mag release, which doesn't get in the way while wearing it, but it's very noticeable and easy to get to when you need to get to it. On the other side, it repeats the same little memory pads here. Trigger, I love this freaking trigger, man. I'm telling you, this trigger might be the best trigger that I have from all the handguns I own. As you can see, we got some very nicely defined serrations in the front and back. So Smith & Wesson definitely listened to people's complaints about their shield lines and most of their guns where they had those very small, subtle fish scale kind of serrations, and now they gave us more aggressive, still kind of a smooth fish scale kind of look, but way more defined, especially when pulling back on it. It feels very good. You got some tritium sights, glow sight in the front. The back, you just have a little textured groove sight in the back. A nicely defined beaver tail. You know, with these small handguns, you're always gonna run the fear or the chance of getting some slight bite. So they did extend that beaver tail just a little extra, so it protects you from getting any type of slight bite. And man, I have not changed my mind. I still love this gun. From all the handguns I own, you guys seen my collection for the most part, this guy has become my #1 go-to handgun for everyday carry. From all the handguns I own, which I love all my handguns, but man, this guy feels the best, at least for my hands, because you know, the way something feels in your hand is very personal and very subjective, because I think it's depending the hand, depending the size. But this gun feels great. I don't have like the smallest hands, but I don't have the biggest hands either. And this thing just feels great. You get a nice firm grip. The fact that you get a full-size grip feels great. Now, I have taken this bad boy to the range, and I've probably shot upwards of 250 rounds. I believe it was, yeah, 250 rounds. And it also shoots like a bigger gun. It doesn't shoot like a micro gun because you get that great grip, and I feel like the bore access also. That's why this gun has become my #1. Comparing it, I used to think my SIG P365X was my best feeling handgun when gripping it, and it was the case until I got this gun. Now that I got this gun and I compared and I held my SIG after holding this thing for like a full month, I went back to hold my SIG and feel it, and I felt the difference. And man, I love the way this gun feels. SIG really hit it out the park. I'm telling you, everything we could have asked for, everything you might not even know you need, you kind of got it with this gun. Of course, since it is a micro carry, you're not going to get the optics versions and the optic cut Maybe would have been cool, but I don't think for a gun this small, we're not looking for optics. This is for close combat. This is everyday carry. God forbid you're in a situation where somebody might be trying to mug you, and they're carrying a weapon. This is close combat. You're not going to be looking down no sights or nothing like that. I've also heard people saying they should have maybe added option for lights. You know, the Shield Plus line does not have a rail either, so maybe that's something a company will come out with eventually. But like I said, something this small, this is for everyday carry. This is close combat situations. I don't think we need anything, and I think the size of something so small is to keep it this small, and I think that's why people love it. Now, like I said, I did go to the range. I shot over 250 rounds, and this bad boy shoots great. The one thing that I would say, if I could change, would have been the rear sight, because they kind of gave you a wider radius. I don't know if you know what I mean, but when you do put it together, let me see if I could give you guys an example. Let me see. Yeah, so you see there's a lot of space in between that sight. So of course you would like a tighter sight, tighter radius. So maybe making this just a little tighter. But like I said, since this is for close combat, you don't want it to be too tight, because that would slow down your time before pulling the trigger if you're trying to align those sights. So since this is for close combat, I get why they did it. That's just something I pointed out, because when you do go to the range, you try to put the target a little further back, and that's something, you know, you wish you had a little tighter radius on the back with the sight. And that's maybe my only complaint, and it's not even a complaint, because like I said, this gun is for close combat. I don't mind it. It's just something, since I am kind of doing a full 1 month review, I wanted to let you guys know. Another thing, I will be adding a Hulk sleeve on this gun, just the one that wraps around the grip, not the one that goes over the beaver tail, because since the texture is really aggressive, it does kind of scratch and eventually kind of create a little rash on your stomach, especially when sitting down. And I think either goon tape or a Hulk sleeve will alleviate that issue. Like I said, something to point out, not something that is so bad to the point where it was bothering me and me not wanting to carry the gun. Just something I wanted to point out. Another thing, as you can see, since the gun is a micro gun, like I said, one fear a lot of people have with these micro guns is to get the slide bite. So they, as you can see, this beaver tail does extend past the slide. So when sitting down, when carrying appendix and sitting down, this is definitely something that kind of pierces into your belly a little bit, especially if you're a little chubby or a little overweight, or even if you're skinny. I think that's something that will definitely probably kind of pierce into your stomach a little bit. From the looks of it, I don't think there's anything in the way. If I wanted to kind of bring this down a little bit, I could probably do a little sanding on that and bring it down a good amount. As you can see, there's like a good amount of polymer right there where you could kind of bring it down closer to the slide. But like I said, you might be risking maybe catching a little skin on that slide. For the most part, I don't think that would be the case for my hands, but let me see if you guys can see that. So yeah, there's a good distance between the slide and my fingers. So I don't think, if I were to want to kind of sand this down a little, I don't think I would be catching any skin on that slide. But that is an option if I were to want to do it. Not something I don't plan on doing it, but maybe an option for some of you guys, if some of you guys might be experiencing that thing kind of bothering you and protruding as well. Other than that, man, this gun has been great. Like I said, it has become my everyday carry, and it has also become my favorite handgun out of all the handguns that I own. You guys have seen most of the handguns on this channel. You know, guys know I love a lot of my guns, especially the Glock 43X MOS, probably my favorite out of all the guns I own. And until this gun, I thought that was the best feeling handgun I owned, and that I love the way, which I still do. But holding this gun in my hand and just seeing how great it feels, and I don't gotta add anything to it. With the Glock 43X MOS, I had to add accessories to make it perfect to my hand. This one, on the other hand, it just feels perfect. Now I'm gonna show you guys a quick example. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Check out the size difference. That just gives you guys an example of how tiny this gun is. So you could definitely pocket carry this guy. Now I'm gonna show you guys a holster that I found for this gun. Unfortunately, I found this holster in person. It's a leather holster. And as of now, I really love the holster. It feels great. What I like about leather holsters is it kind of conforms to your body over time, especially with with just the sweat and use. It eventually even conforms even more to your body and to the gun itself, which will make it even more of a customized fit to you. I love it because it is leather, so it's a little more comfortable than just rocking Kydex for hours. As you can see, the slide release and the takedown lever do scratch on the leather there a little, but I kind of like that. It gives the leather character. As you can see, look, we're already kind of getting a little character, a little character on the leather, which I actually like. It gives it that aged look, and I like that. I like the fact also that the slide ends right at the end of the holster, so it almost looks like it's specifically made for this gun. But this holster is actually, I think, a pretty old holster. It seemed like the store had it there for years, and I just kind of was going through their stock of holsters, and I ran across this one, and I tried it right when I bought the gun, because I was looking on Amazon and I couldn't find, at the time, I couldn't find any Kydex holsters. Now there's a bunch of options. So now I will be linking Kydex holster options down below. Eventually I will buy one just to review it for you guys. But as of now, I am going to keep rocking this one just because I like it. I believe the brand is Texas 1836. I wasn't familiar with this brand until the last video I did, and I tried to find the holster on Amazon. They do got a lot of holsters in Amazon for this brand, Texas 1836, but I didn't find this specific one. So I'm gonna do another check real quick on Amazon. If I do find it, the links will be down in the description. Maybe I could find an option that's similar, or I could find it on another website which is not Amazon, and I will link that down below as well. But as of now, like I said, I love this gun. This gun has become my favorite handgun of all the handguns I own. Let me know, guys, if you guys have any questions that maybe I didn't get to. Just write it down below in the comments. I'll make sure to answer those for you guys. I try to be very responsive with those questions you guys have. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys own this already, or if you guys are planning on owning this gun soon, let me know, and I'll let you guys kind of know why you should choose it and maybe why you shouldn't. But for me right now, there's no reason why you shouldn't own this gun. Even bigger hands or even smaller hands than mine will still love the way this gun feels and the way the gun shoots. But that's it for today, guys. Compact, everyday carry, and gadgets. Thank you guys for watching.